Good morning. Welcome to the Community for Conscious Living weekly live broadcast. Today is Sunday, May 15th of 2022. The Community for Conscious Living is a community dedicated to personal transformation for universal harmony, healing the planet by making inspired changes in ourselves and in our daily lives to create a sustainable environment and a peaceful world. And it always begins with our inner work to take inspired actions to align with our deepest truths from the core of our beings through our bodies, what we do with our bodies, how we embody our bodies, with our minds and our thoughts and our belief patterns, with our hearts and our deepest, most sincere, authentic selves and intentions, and how we show up in the world, how we speak, how we connect, how we relate to others and all of our surroundings and all of everything in existence on our planet, and our actions, how we use our body, how we move, how we carry ourselves on our feet or however we carry ourselves, what we do with our hands, our arms, our words, our hearts, everything. It all matters. And when we bring it all into alignment and into harmony with that deepest spark inside of ourselves, with that core inner light, this is where everything comes together. We can live in harmony and inner peace and in harmony with the planet and with the cosmos. And dare I fail to mention with our source, which is all that is. So I mention that specifically for emphasis, but it is not separate from anything, from the innermost to the outermost, from the minuscule to the all-encompassing, ever-present, ever-existent, omnipresent, one and only. In the Arabic language, the name kun, K-U-N, kun, means be. And, we hear that in creation. When God created the creation, God said be. So, a lot of times we conjure up this image that God said be, and all of the physical material reality manifested, right? When really it set off a creation that is an ever evolving, ever creating, ever dying, ever regenerating process. Just like the body, the physical body, the cells are constantly dying off and regenerating new one. So is our creation. And the name kun in Arabic, it means the is like the creator manifest within all of the manifest creation, embodied in all of the manifest creation, and all of the manifest creation contains the creator. So hence Rumi's poem, "You are not a drop in the ocean, you are the ocean in a drop." Everything in our existence manifests and reflects the creator. And to heal means to make whole. So when we're talking about body, mind, heart healing, we're talking about making everything whole, connecting, aligning, unifying, and living as one whole. We, as human beings, part of our journey is to become fragmented. And various parts of ourselves live and they want to do their own thing, and we live in conflict and disharmony with ourselves and each other and with nature. That's part of our journey. To heal means to make whole, to bring everything into one unified, aligned existence. And today we're going to talk about our key takeaways from the section on healing for the body, mind, and heart. Healing pain, healing disease, healing the emotional pain, the mental pain, the physical pain, And to heal means to bring whole. So we're going to talk about the key takeaways from that. And I think I'll say this now and then say it again later because, we've been going through the book. And let me say this is from the book, The Answer is Love, Questions to Explore as we transition into an era of peace. And the book has not been released yet. I'm doing these recordings and they're going to be released along with the book. The Answer is Love, Questions to Explore as we transition into an era of peace, that era of unconditional love, of universal harmony, of a unified unity consciousness, if you will. The first section, this is section 3, the first section was on sustainability and world peace. And if I had to say just one bottom line core message in that, it is you are enough. You are enough. Section 2 was on relationships and identity. It was on gender identity, gender roles, sexual orientation, relationships, family, parenting, and everything with relationships, identity and relationships. The core message on that one was know yourself. So you have you are enough and then know yourself. On this one, which has been about healing for the body, mind, heart, soul, spirit, the core message in this one is to live your truth. That's distilling these into a very short statement. You are enough. Know yourself. Live your truth. So we're going to just highlight the 8 questions and the core message from each of those 8 questions. And of course, they form not in the sequence that they were delivered, but when I put them into this sequence that I'm going to share with you today, they form a core message, which is that healing, that journey to the center of yourself, to your core truth, to your oneness with all that is, bringing all the parts of yourself into alignment and wholeness. So let's go ahead and come into our meditation and healing circle. Let's come into our circle sitting shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, sitting side by side, forming one circle. And let's bring all the parts of ourselves together to face toward the center of the circle. And bring all of your focus of your senses and your mental focus into the center of the circle. And take a breath and bring your heart center to face into the center of the circle. And take a breath and bring your belly center, your hara, that ball of energy that extends in the front of your belly space. Bring that to face into the center of our circle. And let's focus on our breath for a moment and just bring our breath into harmony and synchronize our breaths with each other as we sit in this virtual space together. And just let yourself breathe normally, naturally, rhythmically, what is comfortable for you. And as you sit with your breath, let's begin to notice the rhythm of your breath. And let your inhale be full and expansive, expanding your physical body, your rib cage, your lung space, your diaphragm, letting your belly be full as you inhale. And as you exhale, just let your exhale be a little bit longer than your inhale. You can give it an audible sigh or any sound that you might like to give it, if you wish. And let your physical body come into a place of rest. Like find its alignment in this place of rest. So repeat this several times. Inhaling, let your rib cage expand, your lungs expand, your diaphragm expand, your belly relax. And as you exhale, just let everything fall into its natural alignment, its natural placement, and come to rest in your body. And again, as you inhale, just feel everything expand. And as this spaciousness increases inside your body, you can do this with your next inhale. Draw all of the parts of yourself into the core of your body. Bring all of your energy home into your core. And as you exhale, just let yourself drop down and land into your hips. And do that again, inhaling, drawing all of the parts of yourself, all of your energy into the expansive internal space, into the core of your body. And as you exhale, drop down and land into your pelvic bowl, taking a seat into your hips, feeling your presence in your chair or your bed or your floor, wherever you may be, on the ground, in a tree, wherever you may be. Feel your presence in your body. Feel your connection with the earth. And again, inhaling, let your being expand, your rib cage, your core expand. Exhale, drop down and land into your pelvic bowl. Letting your exhale last a little bit longer than your inhale. And together, let's call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your pure divine light. Just imagine, perceive this pure divine light streaming into the center of our circle, filling all of this space with this purifying divine light, cleansing and purifying our virtual space. And to let your entire being be met with this pure divine light. Inhale it in with your breath. Let it fill the core of your body. As you exhale, just let it drop down again and fill all of the core, all the way into your pelvic bowl and all the way up through your core, along your spine, and all the way through the top of your head, meeting with that divine life force energy, that pure light that gives life force into your body. Gives illumination into your presence. Just inhale in that light and let it also be absorbed through the pores of your skin, traveling through the pores of your skin, through all of the layers of your tissues and along your neurological pathways, so that this light is cleansing and purifying your neurological pathways, cleaning them of the past imprints and past reactivity information, the information that keeps you on high alert. Just let this light travel through those neurological pathways, cleansing and purifying away any of those information bits that hang out in your electrical system that are not serving your highest good in the here and now. We carry a lot from the past, and a lot of it is no longer needed, but it still hangs out in these pathways and informs our reactions. And so just let this light travel along those neurological pathways, cleansing those pathways, restoring your energy body, your electrical circuitry to its natural rhythm, its natural state. And big inhale, and as you exhale, let yourself come into a relaxed state, letting your physical alignment come into its natural placement. And together, again, let's call on our source. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your unconditional love. Imagine, perceive this pure, unconditional love streaming into the center of our circle, filling all of the space. The center of our circle, all of our virtual space, is infused with unconditional love, and this vibration of unconditional love is resonating throughout every bit of our space. And turn your heart center, that funnel of energy that extends from the front of your heart space, turn this to face into the center of our circle. And let your heart center tip up slightly and catch this stream of pure unconditional love as it streams into the center of our circle. And let it flow through this funnel and into your heart center. And allow your breath to be a breathing portal, inhaling in this pure unconditional love. And just inhale it in, let it move all the way through your heart center, all the way into the core of your body. And as you exhale, just blow out or sigh out or sound out to release all of those blocks and barriers and constrictions from that heart center funnel. And just let your conscious body kind of lean back into your physical body, leaning back toward your spine. And imagine your spine like the trunk of an oak tree, well rooted into the earth, and strong and firm and mature and supportive. And allow yourself to lean back against your spine, this big oak tree that is rooted into the earth, strong, firm, solid, supportive. And as you inhale that stream of pure, unconditional love in through your heart center, let it funnel through your heart all the way toward the front of your spine, into the core of your body, and become like a gentle waterfall that flows over you as you rest against this tree. A gentle waterfall streaming over you, showering you with unconditional love, filling your heart, filling the core of your body with unconditional love as you lean up against the base of this tree, the mighty giant oak. And in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, let's call together on our source. We call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your eternal compassion. And this eternal compassion is the ocean of compassion that fills all of our space and surrounds everything in our existence. It surrounds the entire virtual meeting space. It surrounds you. It surrounds the oak tree. It surrounds your entire home, everything, the entire planet, of the entire cosmos. It is the living consciousness that is the ocean that surrounds and contains all of us. It is the ocean we swim in, we exist in, we live in, we breathe in. So as you take that full inhale into the core of your body, as you exhale, allow your entire being to rest into this ocean of living consciousness, the eternal compassion that holds and surrounds and supports and contains you and all of your existence. And inhale, just draw in that pure divine light and that unconditional love into the core of your body. And as you exhale, allow yourself to rest into this ocean of eternal compassion Inhale, draw everything into your core. Exhale, drop into your body, land in your hips, and rest your entire being into this ocean of eternal compassion. And I'll begin the recap. We started out with the question about why love hurts. And this was a healing for the hardened heart, because it is not the love that hurts. Love is what heals the hardened heart. It is that feeling that we are absent from love, or that love has somehow withdrawn or betrayed or left us in some way, that causes the heart to harden, to protect itself from present, future, and past pain. So we harden the heart, and we form that barrier around it to protect the heart. And then the heart lives in this withdrawn state, the absence of love. And we have this fear, and we make many projections from this fear that the next thing that comes along that looks like love is going to hurt us again. But it is not the love that hurts. It is the withdrawal of love, the betrayal of love, the confusions of love, the perceived separation from love that hurts. This light and love and compassion that we call on at the beginning of every one of our meditation and healing circles is the healing, because the poet Rumi says the crack is the place where the light gets in. So even if you don't feel a crack in your heart, just let this light come and surround the hardness, the blocks, the barriers of the heart that protect the heart. Let the light surround the hardened heart. Let the love surround and fill this place, and let the heart rest in compassion. The heart will begin to soften. That crack will open. This is where the light gets in. Right? And those places in us that feel like life is too hectic and we don't have time to be with love or to meditate or to heal. That was another one of our questions, when we just feel like life's too hectic and too busy and we don't have time to heal. This, as we are transitioning into this era of peace, so much of what keeps us in this hectic busyness is falling away. This is the way of the past, and we cannot continue to deny ourselves love and healing and expect to ever get to a place of living in peace and harmony. And I'm going to retract that just a little bit, because I do believe that our collective consciousness and the existence of this planetary existence is evolving into that era of peace and unconditional love. So it's like we're going with it. And we can choose that, yes, we want to go with it, and we want to do it consciously and proactively. And that's the process. So this way of being is transitioning. It is going away. We are going into this place where we will have time. But we don't have to wait for the world to go there and then us to figure out how to catch up with the world, because that, I sense, will be more painful. I can't say I know, but I sense that would be more painful. It would certainly prolong a lot of agony and sense of separation. So why not be with the love and the healing now? Give yourself the time. In this one, we actually played with some of the sounds, healing sounds, and I'm going to offer one for us right now that I think is different from what I offered before, but it is still effective. let's just bring in the humming sound, a hum of like an which when you elongate it is like an M sound that's elongated. Just a hum, and feel this vibration. Feel it in your face, in your jaw, in your throat, and in your chest. Feel it around your heart center, all the way into the center, and let that vibration just create some motion, some movement throughout your heart space and all the way into your heart center. This is like the manifest fluid existence, right? This is the resonant sound of the manifest fluid existence. So let's take some moments and just take a full and gentle breath into the center of your heart. And then as you exhale, just and let that heart center come to rest within the center of your chest, to receive the light into this space, this heart space, and to allow the heart to receive love and to rest in compassion. Inhaling in that light, love, and compassion. Exhale with that and let your heart just blow out that tension that wants to loosen up as you introduce that vibration. And let that vibration, let that humming sound, let it resonate all the way into the center of your chest and into the center of your heart space. And just let your heart soften. And as you inhale, let this light and love and compassion come in deeper into your heart center. And as you exhale, just let yourself sound another hum and then blow out any of the blocks and barriers and tension that are loosening up as you introduce this vibration into your heart center. Inhale again that light, love, and compassion into the center. Exhale with that hum and blow out any of the tension that loosens up. Inhaling again that light and love and compassion. You can give a tapping in the center of your heart space and all around your chest space to help this space loosen up and release any of the tension and the hardness from your heart that is protecting it from its pain and from the busyness, the hecticness, the chaotic vibrations of our world. And just allow yourself to receive in more and more and more of that light and love and compassion. Exhaling and blowing out any of that tension, any of the clutter. And for that place in you that feels like you don't fit in this world, you don't belong in this world is too chaotic, too hectic, too crazy, too out of sync, out of alignment for you. Just know that the world is very much out of alignment. It's not just you. The world is out of alignment with your core truth, with this place of synchronicity and alignment within you. So for any part of you that wants to fit in with this molded world, the chaotic, hectic, dissociated life that we live, know that It's okay to let go of that and allow that true you and the true desire to be you, allow that to carry you and guide you home to the core of yourself, your true being. Because this is the place where any of us will ever feel connected, will ever feel a sense of oneness and belonging. The outside world will not get us there, no matter how hard we try to conform and fit in. All we do is mold ourselves into something that's farther and farther away from who we truly are, so we feel more and more disconnected. Just because it's the norm in the outer world does not make it right or true. It does not make you any better to fit into that. In fact, it takes you farther and farther away from your core truth. So don't look for the place to fit in on the outside. Take that deep breath into the center of your heart space and let yourself fall back into your heart. Let your entire being fall back into your heart center. And this is the place of your inner wisdom and your inner truth. So fall into that, like we talked earlier about leaning back into the tree, leaning up against the oak tree, and let your entire being, let that tree support you as you lean back, grounded and connected in with the earth, and then let your entire being fall back into your heart center. Breathing in that light and love and compassion through your heart center, all the way back toward the core of your body, toward your spine, and just let yourself fall into your heart center, falling back into the core, that place where your heart center meets the core of your body. Just fall further back and in and back and in and back and in. And let this connect you in with your core truth. This is where your heart center, your individuated heart center, connects you in with that stream of consciousness that connects you with the all that is. So let yourself travel through your heart center, falling back and back and back into that core that connects you with the all that is. Right? And that place that feels, but I'll be so lonely when I'm not fitting in with the world. Just know this place of that sense of disconnection and loneliness is just another calling that is calling you home to yourself and to your source and what you truly seek. Another Rumi poem says, what you seek is seeking you. And anytime we seek that from something on the outside of ourselves, this world is based in conditions. The things in this world are fleeting. They are not temporary. The outer material realm is designed to give us the things we need to orchestrate the teachings for our soul, for the evolution of our soul, that will guide us to that place of inner knowing inside and that connection with all that is. So allow yourself to fall into your heart, to connect with the all that is, to glean the wisdom of this knowing. The Sufi mystic and poet Hafiz wrote a poem, says, don't surrender your loneliness so quickly. What does it mean to surrender your loneliness so quickly? To say, I'm feeling lonely, let me go out to find some companionship somewhere else. Let me go, maybe it's go join a club. And I'm not saying these are bad things at all. They can be great things. They're good things. They can be really good things. But don't surrender the loneliness so quickly. Don't let yourself be that automatically go to a distraction or, eat a bag of chips or a tub of ice cream or watch a movie or whatever. Don't leave the place of loneliness so quickly. And the rest of the poem says, let it cut more deep. Like, let it form that crack where the light gets in. Let it open that place inside of you so the light can get deeper. Let it cut more deep. Let it ferment and season you as few human or even divine ingredients can. Right? The human ingredients cannot compare to what this light can do when we allow it in all the way into the depths of our loneliness, the depths of our yearning for connection. The poem goes on to say, something missing in my heart tonight has made my eyes so soft, my voice so tender, my need for God absolutely clear. Some translations say my need for God, some say my need for love absolutely clear. In any case, it is the pure, divine, unconditional love that returns you to the depth of your being, to the truth of who you are, and your oneness with all that is. So don't worry about the loneliness when you stop fitting in and stop belonging and stop conforming to the world. This loneliness is that which forms that crack where the light gets in. Let yourself lean into it, all the way into your heart. Continue to lean into your heart, letting this light go deeper and deeper and deeper into your heart center. Let it cut more deep. Let it open that crack that lets the light in, and let your entire being receive light all the way into your core until you are immersed in light. And the light burns away all of the outer protective barriers, and you are light. You are a light being that, and when we think of the protective barriers, but those keep us safe, those are illusions that keep us safe on an illusionary level. The true safety and protection comes when we immerse in light. And when we immerse in light, we have freedom to be and freedom to shine unobstructed. We can be who we were created to be. So take a deep breath and let yourself be at the core of your heart, the depths of your being, and let that light radiate. It's like the light follows you in and it meets the inner light that radiates from within until there's no inner and no outer, but only one light. Then the next question was about forgiving those who show no remorse. So if there are things in your past that have not been resolved, people who have hurt you that show no remorse, let this light cleanse you and purify you of any of the attachments or the hooks that any of those events or people or places or beliefs or thoughts have had in you. These are hooks that get into you and keep you from flying and keep your light from shining. You can choose to let go of them and release them from your body, from your mind, from your heart, from your soul. And you don't need to wait for someone else to change or to apologize or to give you permission or anything like that. Don't wait. They may never give you those things, and you don't have to hold yourself in a holding pattern waiting. Let it go. Let all of those go. Ask for help from your source, from your guides and teachers and angels. Ask them to help you release those right now from your body, from your energy body, from your mental body, from your heart, and from your soul, releasing the hooks, releasing the attachments, releasing the cords, letting them all go. Right? This is the true forgiveness. It's freeing yourself from the things you've held on to that have held you in constriction. So free yourself now, let it all go, and be the light. Let the light just consume all of those places and heal all of those places within you. Right? And there are several words for forgiveness, divine names for forgiveness. There is Ghaffar, which is the forgiveness that just infuses everything with light, right? Releasing you from the pictures and the memories of the he said, she said, this happened, that happened. Just let that Ghaffar infuse into everything, cleaning up all of the material plane, all that exists on the material plane within your physical space and your existence. Ghaffar, Ghaffar. And then there is the divine name of Ghafoor, Ghafoor, which takes it deeper into the soul layer, which is illuminating on the soul level what the teachings are for you so that your soul can integrate its soul teachings, you can integrate the life lessons, and your soul can evolve. Ghafoor, Ghafoor, Ghafoor. And then the next divine name for forgiveness is Afu, Afu, Afu. And Afu is just burning away, like burning everything away, burning it to ashes, and then blowing it away like dust in the wind, and restoring your being, your entire being, from the depths of your being to the innermost layers to the outermost layers. Restoring you to be as you were, the being of light that you were created to be, absent of anything that ever happened or did not happen. Just you. Afu, Afu, Afu. It's cauterizing the wounds and healing everything over as if there was never any wound or never any infliction. Never any infliction of harm. So it's Ghaffar that permeates the earthly plane, the earthly level, the human level. Ghaffar and Ghafoor that integrates the life lessons and the soul teachings for the evolution of the soul. And Afu, which cleans everything up and restores it to be as it is created to be, absent of anything that ever may or may not have happened. Ghaffar, Ghafoor, Afu. Ghaffar, Ghafoor, Afu. Ghaffar, Ghafoor, Afu. Ghaffar, Ghafoor, Afu. Just let yourself release everything and be restored. And for those places of humiliation and shame that are hiding in the deep layers of your being, it's time for the self-forgiveness, the protective nature of your being is for those places that have been humiliated or shamed or guilted to hide. And that is a means of self-preservation, to hide the sacred parts of your being that have felt that they have been violated in some way. So bring this witnessing, this light, this love, this compassion, this forgiveness to those hidden parts of your being that are hiding from shame, humiliation, guilt. Bring this light, love, and compassion to those innermost hidden parts. Allow those places inside of you to be witnessed. At the core, within those places, are the elements of your own sacredness. Your sacredness. You're meant to make mistakes, and you're also meant to suffer from the mistakes of others, unfortunately. It's a part of the path, but none of that changes the core of who you truly are as a being of light and love and compassion. So let this light and love and compassion and forgiveness, let the witnessing go all the way into the hidden parts. Let the light and the love and the compassion and the forgiveness touch into those hidden parts. Allow them to receive. Allow them to be restored to their sacred rhythm, the rhythm of their sacred selves. There's another name of, it falls in the forgiveness category. It is that the returning to the natural rhythm, the sacred rhythm. It's tawwab, 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 tawwab. And let that tawwab it's that place of remorse that returns. And none of this is saying, so much of remorse and forgiveness we think of as meaning I did something bad and wrong. We're meant to make mistakes, and we're also meant to bump up against the mistakes of other people. It is a part of the journey. It doesn't make us wrong or bad. These just mean releasing ourselves, setting ourselves free, returning to our natural rhythm, restoring ourselves to the beings of light that we were created to be. Tawwab. And it's okay to let all of the feelings flow as you move through that sequence. You can't constrict your feelings and allow your being to move freely. So it's okay to let them flow as you move through that sequence. The Ghaffar, Ghafur, Afu, Tawwab, Tawwab, returning to the natural rhythm. So take that in. And the next question was about the fear of dying, the fear of leaving this physical plane. And the message in this one was, what is most important is to live your authentic truth and to speak the truth in love, especially to those that you care most about and that you want to leave some part of your heart with, some legacy of your wisdom, of what you've gleaned from your journey on this planet Earth in human body. So know that none of us know when the time will come that we leave this physical plane. The most important thing is to live your truth. And that's what this whole healing and making whole is about. Living your truth. Connecting in with the depths of your being and allowing your core essence of light to be synchronized, or to synchronize your body, your heart, and your mind. Let all of your body, your mind, and your heart synchronize in with this innermost light, so that there is only one light. and live this authentic truth. Live each day from your authentic truth. When your time comes, you will know it's your time and you'll be ready. And you will go in peace. You will have lived in peace, right? And peace doesn't mean that it's all roses. It means that we are able to move and flow and experience fully everything that life has to give and that we have to give as a part of life. A full, unobstructed flow of the giving and letting go, and of the receiving, allowing, receiving, and taking. The giving, letting go, allowing, receiving, taking, giving, letting go, allowing, receiving, taking, and integrating with one flow, ease, grace, letting go of the attachments or the expectations, being in the present, knowing your core element of light and love and compassion, having a full experience of all of it as you live fully on this planet, in this earth body, and allowing your soul to grow and evolve. The final question was about eradicating disease. When we live in this way, and all of the layers of our being are flowing in harmony and in synchronicity, right? And we have that lafur, which is a continual, constant flow of life, integrating life lessons and evolving the soul. When we live in this way, we will be less likely to have disease in the body, because disease is an opportunity to align these places in our being. Yet there will always still be some disease, because this is how God calls us home, to leave the body where we get to be truly free and truly absolved in the mercy, the total, complete mercy and unconditional love. So the core message from this, as I said before, is to live your truth, to align all of the parts of your being with that core truth and to live that truth. That's the key takeaway from this section on healing the body, mind, and heart, right? The first section on sustainability and world peace. The core message was, you are enough. The second section on identity and relationship was to know yourself. And this third section on healing was to live your truth. I didn't plan it this way. It's just the way that it's downloading, and I'm awakening to it as we move through this together. Next week, we begin the next section, which is on purpose and passion. That sense of life purpose and passion, soul purpose and passion. Why are you here? What is your soul calling you to do and to be and to have and to grow? What is that passion within you? We start that section next week. So for now, I invite you to allow this, what we've done so far, to integrate within your being. And if you need support, please reach out to me. I'm going to end the recording, and we'll open for Q&A and sharing if there's anything that you'd like to share or ask for today. For those who are listening to the recording, you're welcome to join us live on Sundays at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. U.S. Pacific Time. You can join us live. Go to joyfullylivingwellness.com or communityforconsciousliving.com, communityforconsciousliving.com, and that will get you the direct pathway to join us for these calls. While you are there, you have the option to sign up to receive reminders and replays of all of these Sunday calls. When you sign up to receive the reminders and replays, you will receive two things: a one-sheet that is just a reminder of who and what we are and what this life is about for those times that we can forget. We can just glance at that and remind us, oh yeah, this life is so much bigger than this day to day that I get caught up in. And I am so much more than this ball of whatever you may feel like in the moment. You are a being of light that is connected with all that is. You are a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in a drop. You contain the entire universe within you. So that's a one-sheet reminder of all of that. And it also comes with a downloadable 15-minute guided meditation that can help you. I invite you to use it as a daily practice to connect you in with the light, love, and compassion at the core of your being, and to integrate with the light, love, and compassion that your heart contains and yearns for you to return to. All right. And with that, I'm going to end the recording and open for the Q&A. I thank you very much.